Keep moving or get hit! Keep moving or get hit!
I was there with my hands up.
Oh my God, that person getting trampled by a horse!
I just opened my eyes and there was a horseshoe.
Thousands of people across Los Angeles turned out to demonstrate against immigration raids in early June. Many of the protests unfolded without incident. But in some pockets of the city, including in downtown LA, protests turned violent and officers clashed with demonstrators, with officers using 40mm sponge rounds and foam batons, weapons intended to limit injury or death in chaotic situations. But the LAPD did injure dozens of protesters with these less than lethal weapons, some severely.
Hold pressure on there.
In the course of dealing with crowds, it's very, very difficult and challenging for our officers.
The Times analyzed videos, photos, and audio from two incidents 1 block apart on Sunday, June 8th. In one case, an officer shot at Lechinoli Tezcatlipoca in the face. In the other, a different officer shot Kelsey McMurtry in the head, and then another trampled her with a horse. Neither McMurtry nor Tezcatlipoca posed a physical threat at the time they were targeted. But a Times investigation found that LAPD officers still hit the two protesters in the head and face with 40mm sponge rounds. We found that officers broke department protocol, which states the weapon should only be used on specific individuals who pose an immediate threat. Targeting the head is also prohibited unless lethal force is authorized, and the weapon cannot be used to disperse crowds. The Times analyzed videos frame by frame to see how events unfolded and was able to identify multiple officers involved using their names and serial numbers. It's around 5 p.m. on Sunday, June 8th. Officers order a crowd of protesters to disperse. At Lechinoli Tezcatlipoca is filming what's happening.
Keep moving!
I am!
You keep moving!
Turn on your camera!
Some officers are carrying green launchers which fire 40mm sponge rounds.
Right there.
Officer Michael Orozco shoots one of these rounds and hits Tezcatlipoca in the chest.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Minutes later, Orozco aims and fires in Tezcatlipoca's direction. This time, he is hit in the face. Another angle shows the round ricocheting off him.
Someone needs to get this guy to the ER.
A block from where Tezcatlipoca was injured, several of the same officers are still clearing the street. A group of protesters is barricaded behind pink chairs and traffic signs. One of them is Kelsey McMurtry. Some throw objects at officers. Although McMurtry is retreating, it is not throwing objects at police. Officers' 40mm rounds strike her in the head, torso, and back. Officer Alinka Palatua Gamage fires and hits McMurtry in the head, causing her to fall to the ground. Moments later, Officer Juan Corona loads, aims, and fires his weapon in McMurtry's direction, hitting her in the torso. McMurtry raises her arm to indicate she is injured, but Corona fires another shot, this time appearing to strike her in the back. The round ricochets. An injured McMurtry rolls away, and the mounted officers continue to approach.
Come on, that person getting trampled by a horse!
She rises, but Officer Guillermo Garcia and another officer hit her with batons. Then, Garcia's horse tramples McMurtry. When asked about the incidents, Tom Sagow, a spokesman for the LAPD police union, told the Times that police officers showed extreme restraint and prevented the protests, which he called riots, from spreading to other parts of the city. He also noted that there are ongoing investigations into the police response. LA Deputy Chief Michael Rimkunas notes that crowd control can be chaotic and complex.
It's hard to say that there's any intentional acts that have occurred because in the course of dealing with crowds, it's very, very difficult and challenging for our officers. In these situations when folks are moving toward the crowd, there's never an intent to run over someone, to trample, to ride, to go over anyone.
Deputy Chief Rimkunas would not comment on specific incidents from this June's protests, but he said the rounds are not designed to disperse crowds.
We would never use a 40 millimeter to just shoot to move a crowd. That is not authorized.
Tezcacoatl, a paralegal student, needed surgery for the shot to his face.
I got shot by the ribs, and then this one, which did the most damage, which fractured my cheek or my mouth.
McMurtry's medical records state that her injuries include a traumatic brain bleed.
My hair is actually stapled to my head, but this is all dried blood. This one, I don't know where that came from. Honestly, it's pretty horrifying.
The LAPD says 52 officers were injured in the protests. While there is no official count of protester injuries, the department told The Times it's received 59 complaints related to officer use of force during the protests.